And we're back. Oh wait, no, I forgot. We're not back because you get to see the painfully long cooldown. That's why these are here. Painfully long cooldown respawn timer. So I fight this guy for a bit. But this is not the last Baron of Hell I'm going to see out here. Oh no, no siree. Some other advice, random advice if you're playing a Nightmare difficulty playthrough, which I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. This has been my experience. I get the grenade launcher. Notice that change there. Pretty much as soon as possible. And whenever I'm in a fight, prioritize killing anything you can. Like, just get a body out of there. There's probably a few fights where the way they spawn, that's not a good idea, but for the most part, that's been my experience. So I would, like, every oh god, every second or so, I would kill. Oh, notice I hadn't noticed that he respawns that mega health over here when this boss fight starts, in case you're low. Like these ruins in the middle of this little whatever this is here. Oh yeah, but just like every second or so, kill something, like kill an imp. You'd be surprised how many times an imp will just hit you with a single fireball, does 40 damage, not good. They can run up to you and slash you. Honestly, if you're paying attention, you probably take more damage from imps than any other source in the game. Because a lot of other things are easily dodgeable. Their fireballs are fast. Which are easily dodgeable if you're looking at them, but ooh, just mind me. Get some of this. Actually, you know what? Since he's the last guy here, I'm gonna go ahead and get this haste finally. Come on, big boy. This is fun. Oh, he healed. Why'd he heal? Oh, that's right. He's got a second stage. We get some damage off of this. Oh god, my frames, please. Gotta be careful not to kill yourself with the grenade launcher. It's so good. It's the only thing that can kill the Doomslayer. Oh, whoa! Oh, thought I was in the corner. Baby did not want to be in the corner. Wait, what? Wait, what? Why did I run out of ammo there? Didn't I have... Am I blind? I thought I had ammo there. Gotta get... Okay, I'm probably gonna need this. I'm just gonna go ahead and... Crack. Oh. Oh, another little piece of advice for nightmare runs. For whatever reason, cacodemons are stupid dangerous this time around. The biggest issue for me that I noticed was if you let one sneak up on you, their melee is pretty much undodgeable. You can dance with a Hell Knight all day, even a Baron of Hell, but if they get within bite range, they pretty much have an auto hit. It's the margin of error is insanely small. Come on, buddy. Yes. No, wait, what? Got him. I don't know what's possessed. I think it's just remembering how invaluable this thing was when I was playing through. Oh! I knew he was coming, but I didn't expect that particular entrance there. Oops. But as you can see, this fight's okay. This feels a tad long, given that the map is already approaching about 40 minutes. Actually, exactly 40 minutes, I think. Ha! That was a special one. Wait, I guess the cacos just deleted themselves. All right. Nothing else out here. Well, not that I need. So now we're going finally into the facility. I would have added some dressing to the inside here, There's things you could do to the outside here too, logos and such. But let's take a quick look. I'm sure we saw it a lot, but let's still let's take a gander at that. It's pretty good. I like it. You can see it's relatively simple construction, but it's still. Oh, that's a good use of that too. You get that circle in there, but it's still imposing. It still communicates what you want. Even using these to be like sealed windows, I like it. But again, I would address the inside here quite a bit more. But I'm also a crazy person. So now we're inside. Different aesthetic. I like that. There's a rationale for the aesthetic. It's not just, hey, all of a sudden now you're in a lab, which is okay, but you know, it could be better. Attention to detail too. I don't think he ever has a window facing that way, which we would have seen. Requires gray key card. When I first saw this, I thought white door, black door. Must be a choice. But no, it's just gotta go this way. Key card. I'm in here. Super spoopy. By that I mean it's not at all. Why would I ever use the shotgun? I have the grenade launcher. Ah! You know what? There you go. Okay. You know what someone will blow my mind if they do, and I might do myself, is have a window like that. It's actually one of these doors disguised, like on a three-way like this, and have it actually overlooking a vista. Great. Bam! I love that one. Hope you guys are enjoying this grenade launcher, because I'm going to use that quite a bit. Bam. Because, as you can see, good lord does it do work. Really, just like, just walk through anything. Just, you know, hold W, keep on going. That felt very textbook. Ow! Got my industrial orange chain gun here. Weird how there's no music in this fight. I feel like that was not intentional. What's that? Oh. Surprised, given this person was using like electricity and stuff earlier on, that they didn't do more like hazards in rooms. I think I come out of that one, so I think I'm going this way now. Okay, so now I'm in here. I'm going to leave those. So, I think I got stuck in here for just a minute my first time. But I am not, not because of that. I don't know why he decided to do the retro. I don't know. I don't like mixing those, typically. Now that's a very clever usage, at least. Like if you're actually making a circuit board, or like a report, like a paper or something. Even then, just very obviously, it's not long. Which again, like maybe is intentional. Maybe it's just an homage to classic Doom. Which, you know, who can really fault that? It just, at its heart, it feels like it does not belong. How are you still alive? There you go. Oh, now I'm down to my backup weapon. Just gotta stick and move. Now I'm down to nothing but this. Give me your face bullets. Yes. I am fed. Wait, what? What the hell? What the hell? So, y'all are seeing this, right? When I, with this thing. Oh, it was a glitch. Okay. I thought he'd rigged up a, like a multi-use something. I don't know. I just was wondering how I didn't notice it before. It was just a glitch. Okay. I toyed around on the derelict because versus like low-level enemies like zombies, later on it's garbage. The default pistols really good. Like, just you just one touch him and it kind of doesn't feel like a real, like we didn't have the experience I wanted. So I actually considered having, when you add the pistol, because I could control that map a bit more because of the one weapon limit, which is half unfortunate, half good, that I had to do it like that. I would have it where it would take 2 ammo for every charge shot, but it was just turned out to be a bit frustrating. Just ended up taking it off. I wondered if he'd done the same thing here with the, to make this thing a bit more balanced, because it really is just kind of nuts. So wait, I have the gray key card, so now I have to go back here? Am I remembering this right? That might have actually let me out, I forget. This was part of the area where I was. Okay. So he has these guys to show you, hey, you're going the right way. What the, buddy? You are resilient, good lord. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, just finishing my tea. Map. Can't go there yet. This just reminded me that it's there. I don't know why this has the default doors and the rest don't. And I say that because I personally hate the default door. I just think it's the worst looking one. But, you know, maybe I'm just being snobby. I guess I just don't know that's. So this was weird. When I saw this, I was like, what is going on here? Can't go that way, but I can go this way into the same module, and it's the same right there too. It's just like, why is that the case? But admittedly, and there's these spooky black doors here, but admittedly it actually is kind of neat. You grab this thing, that opens, and you're like, what? Okay, time to go, I guess. And then that happens. So that's something I do appreciate. I think I can actually leave. I don't think this is actually a lockdown. That, yeah, it could have been, because it would have been hard. You would have been stuck in one of these modules. But I actually like this. I actually liked fighting. Ooh, I got stuck by the geometry. Oh, come on. Oh, God, what? Oh, I'm an idiot! I'm a fool! I played myself! I was just about to comment on how it was twice that I got down to 1 life and are probably gonna survive. I'm not gonna run away from the fight. Come back here. I mean, I could. Like, there's really nothing stopping me, but no. We're just gonna grenade launch our way through this. I love that. I noticed that last night. The drop right when the big guy shows up. That attention to detail in these fights makes me very happy. And this is why there's 2 bosses, actually, I forgot. 2 barons. This is why, like, what I was saying before is the map goes from 0 to 60 real fast. It starts out as very kind of generic, and then all of a sudden it's a lot of things that I thought were pretty cool. Like, I like this module fight. It was 3 of them. God, I forgot. That's right, because I remember nuking these guys with this thing. Inferior DPS. Actually, I'm not sure if it is inferior, but it feels like it is. That'd be fine. It's probably just worse because of the no sticking and moving. Oh, that's right. So now this is what was weird to me, is now I'm here, but I got the green key that I could also just go that way to do. In fact, I think this is longer. In fact, you see how confusing this is? Or I was confused. Because, like, you think it's going to open this... Oh, it is. Wait a minute. I thought it didn't open that one. Wasn't there another green? I'm just going to assume that it wasn't. Okay. So now you're going to see why he's called the Mancuber. So slow down my movement, which both Zilla and I commented on Hell's Peak, is very risky, very problematic, but he's got a reason for it. There kind of was one in Hell's Peak too, but in this module, it actually feels a lot better. I barely even notice it. I had to compensate, but not that much. But you're going to see why he's called a man... Well, you probably already have seen why he's called a man-cuber. This is also one of the only uses of Cold as Hell I've seen that I not only think is fitting, but actually I applaud as a very clever use. Check something really quick. Okay. Very clever use of Cold as Hell to accomplish a particular purpose. Hello, me. Oh, God. And that purpose is all of his fireballs, including his AoE ones, are now going to be, instead of green, they're going to be blue. Which, if you haven't figured out, he's called a man-cuber because he freezes you in cubes. Oh, God. And teleports everywhere for some reason. Just to make the fight more interesting. Hello? I like how these cubes actually change up what you can do in this module, too. Movement patterns and such. But, like, it'll make that all blue and, like, you can conceivably... It's ice-themed. And that's a good idea. It's a good way. How do I make this ice-themed boss that I want happen and look like it when he's clearly shooting poison or something? What the hell are you, punk? This is the only problem I have with the slow movement speed is there's a lot of, you know... Because he teleports. I'm gonna find him. Cheese him a little bit. This fight, I will say, I thought was too long. It gets to be really crazy in here, and he keeps healing, if I remember right. Keeps teleporting, which is not that big a deal, but it's still, it got annoying by the end. I mean, whatever, it's a boss. It's supposed to be at least a little, not all fun and games. But if I remember right, like later on, there's actually a bunch of the cyber mancubi, which is kind of obnoxious because, you know, it's hard to find out which one's him unless you're watching the health bar. But you see what I mean about that? Like now it looks kind of like it's ice, cryo electricity, or cryo whatever or something. I did think that I see why he wanted to have not BFG division, because he just used it for that big fight, and this is less of a BFG division kind of fight. But I didn't think this was the right music for this fight. And I don't think it changes throughout the stages. I think it's just the right for the opening parts of the stage, but at least later on, and maybe it does, and I'm just forgetting. But I thought I remembered that it did not. Ooh, where are you? I'm so slow. I can be slower at times. I'm trying to figure that out. And I'm pretty sure this is a I have to hurt him enough kind of situation. Oops. God. Come on. Oh God! I'm trying to remember. At this point, I think you've seen all the tricky, cool things this map has to offer. More or less, at least. But this was like, this fight was neat. I like how I would have had different sizes of the cubes. Maybe make it a little more dynamic. I might have had decals to suggest like cryo stuff lying around, things like that. It just looks like, I don't know why they're the exact same size or why they're even that big to begin with. It would have been really cool as if when you died, you could have somehow... That would have been too hard to rig up, I think, with the assets they give us. To have it, like, actually have you freeze somehow. Oh, that's right. I forgot we came all this way with those 4 cores. And there's the last one I got to put in there. The 4 cores, deposit them as you go, is an interesting way of doing it. It's kind of like the backwards of what you normally do, where you go and collect things. Instead, you have to go and deposit things, and I kind of like that. Just turning it on its head a bit. But it is kind of weird that it feels like that motif was like the original plan, and then it became like a relatively minor part of the map as things went on. I don't think that he designed this backwards. I think that this map project started with a thing that was just kind of like, how about this? And then it became a lot more ambitious as time went on. Is there health in here? I guess not. Ooh. I want to use this more. He's so big that it might actually be more DPS than the grenade launcher. Not actually sure. Oh, but see, now there's Mancubi coming in. Oh god, I don't like it. Oh, about to die. Yeah. That was he teleported behind me, which is not great, but that was just not the best positioning on my end. But you see how long this like respawn is. Like doesn't need to be that long for this to be a challenge, and you have to change it to be that long. I want this last glory kill. Oh god. Oh jeez. Ow. Is that him? Yes, it's him. Yeah, I think this is lower DPS. It's kind of satisfying hearing all those ticks and knocks. Tick tock, tick, the sound effect. And I think he might have wanted this music because it does kind of have like a hide and seek kind of element to it. It never really drops. It's not like an in-your-face kind of thing. And he is kind of just lurking around here. So I'm not saying it's without reason. I'm not even saying it's like a strictly bad choice. But part of me does think it doesn't feel like I'm in the final boss fight. So it might be, well, you little punk. See, now he just got a gigantic amount of health back. Ha! Teleport to the same place, you fool. Trying to bait me out? It's just like will I grab the cup closest to you? Or the cup closest to me! Inconceivable! He just didn't. He tried to outplay me, thinking I wouldn't possibly expect him to just go to the same place. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Oh, he didn't hit me. He didn't. Let's see. Oh, God. Oh, that triggers again if you walk in there. That's minor. Like, I mean, I did it both playthroughs, so it's something you may as well fix, but it's whatever. Oh, God. Okay. Where'd you come from? Your health. Need that. Ah. It's glass, right? Yeah. This glass does some interesting things. Like, you see the corpses out there, no longer in cubes, but sometimes they are. I'd be like, oh, God. Huh! Oh. Nope, there's 5 damage. I just... myself. Oh, here's some good news. I think actually the fight does sort of wind down. I think you must have a wave-based situation going on. Or no, I guess they're just not wave. They're probably just encounters that don't. Oh, hello. Are you the right one or not? I'll kill you anyway. Because you're obnoxious. Oh god. Oh, it hurts. Oh, it hurts. I'm getting tunnel vision here. I'm just gonna get popped from the side. I can just feel it. I'm gonna kill this guy. There we go. Oh! What? Do you have... Oh! I think that was a spawn. Oh, now I have to get out of here. Alright, you burned your thing. Oh, God. Oh, no, that was him. Crap. See, that's the other thing is... And this might be intentional. Like, very intentionally having these little duplicates out here. Which, by the way, a really cool thing you can do with the boss is spawn duplicate enemies, give them very low health, and have them when you kill them, just say like on kill, remove demon, and then spawn an effect. So it's very clear that it's a decoy, and you're like, oh man, I just killed his decoy again. Oh, I'm an idiot. Like that's a cool way you can make that work. Cool little trick that you guys can use if you want to do that classic, it wasn't really me kind of thing. You see how long that is? Why? It's just, you had to actively do that, and I don't understand it. That's the kind of thing where, like, I feel like a map maker, and this is pretty common, map maker can, you know, like, have this sort of, well, you know, I want this is a hardcore map, and I want it to be difficult, and I want it to test you and kind of punish the player if they can't quite do it. I get where that comes from. Man, he just was done with life, I guess. What the? Oh, that's right. This is kind of interesting. So I kill the Mancuber, and then there's immediately after another boss fight. I guess you call it a boss fight. It's not really a boss fight. It's just a Baron who's like, hey, you killed my buddy. That's mean. I don't like it. Don't do that. So Vega just said something there, but I have no idea what he said. So you gotta probably adjust some of the tuning, those sounds there. So now it's normal, more or less normal. Why, thank you. Now I have to find, is it this door? I think it might be the other one. Now I have to go find the thing. I put it in there, and it's surrounded by old props, because why not? Energy fully restored, protection shields activated. To protect us from something. I think that's actually the end right there. God, that's a long to say those words. Yep, that's it. So that was the map. My advice, my review here. It is, I think, too long. At least given that some parts at the beginning aren't that special, and some parts later on draw out longer than they need to, and they start teetering over the edge from being like, man, this is cool, to this is going to end, right? Which is, it's really hard. Like, I find myself sometimes, I'll play a fight that I've built, and I'll just say, man, this is going on forever. Especially for another player who may not have mastered it like I have, because, you know, I've played that particular fight before. You can get some developer blindness. Or I'll be like, oh man, that fight was really over fast. So that's just something I would say. I almost feel like the first half of the map can just kind of go, to be honest. Like, I've played that before. The second half of the map, like the second you walk out of that courtyard, that's when you're like, a lot of players might not even get that far before they're like, I've done this before, and you leave. Not many, but some. But when you get there, you're like, oh, this is a whole new thing. Like, this is a new map at this point onward. So that's my advice. Like, I spent at least an hour, if not an hour and a half, not an hour and a half, somewhere between those two, on this map. And I definitely think that I would shorten it. Just trim the fat, get to the sweet stuff, don't overplay your hand, but keep doing what you do otherwise, because this was cool. I did enjoy it. Little hidden gem. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. That fight in the courtyard, I don't even know why, but I really, really liked it. So there you go. That's this one. Hope this was helpful to all you map makers out there, or those of you who just, for whatever reason, aside from that, I guess, would come and watch this. So hope you enjoyed. Take care.